Well, the American Civil Liberties Union wants the state to close the juvenile detention facility at Angola, saying it's an abusive environment. The group claims some juveniles are being placed in solitary confinement for up to 3 days, and they're only being allowed out to shower. The group says when they do this, they're still in handcuffs and shackles. Juveniles were moved to Angola after a history of violence and escapes at the Bridge City facility. Well, a program that helps families with roof repairs after hurricanes has officially launched. Whitney Thomas brings us the details.
It's not the most glamorous renovation, but it's a well-needed one. Thanks to Senator Regina Barrow, the Louisiana Housing Corporation, and other local elected officials, the Blue Tarp Fund roofing repair program is here.
We had to go through this whole process of trying to get them a roof, and it was very traumatic.
Senator Barrow said experiencing Hurricane Ida with her parents was an eye-opener.
It was traumatic for me, even as a legislator, so I could only imagine what seniors would go through.
Homeowners in the program have to be low income to get repairs done, and over 100 homes have been approved. People like Veronica Mack and her mother.
I'm excited about it because yeah, she is too.
Are already benefiting. Mac grew up in this home on Vineyard Drive. In 1997, her mother, Martha Kaufman, brought the home, and with some new repairs, they'll be able to keep it in the family.
You know, we try to keep it up as much as we can, you know, because this is home, for her. So her grandchildren have been reared here, so yeah, it's a family home.
LHC officials visited some homes to see contractors at work, saying repairs like these are needed.
Folks who may not have the resources to be able to pay for a roof, just generally speaking, but also in these increased cost of materials for construction, and to be able to step in and be able to help them. So those are the folks that we prioritize.
For more information about the 2023 Blue Tarp Fund Roofing Repair Program, contact the LDH Disaster Recovery Department at 225-763-8700. Whitney Thomas, Fox 44 News.
Well, the New Orleans City Council wants to hear from 3 people who were involved in sending out political postcards touting the city's achievements with Mayor Cantrell at the helm. The issue is his believed taxpayer dollars were used for the mailers. Now, reports say the mailer was ordered by the mayor's office and sent to thousands of people while the recall effort was underway. According to one city councilman, it cost around $40,000, even though the city attorney stated taxpayer dollars could not be used for political literature. He calls the mailer a possible violation of the law.
What was your thought process when the city attorney told you this violates procurement law and you basically said, hold my beer, I'm going to do it anyway?
The councilman says the findings will be sent to the Inspector General. Mayor Cantrell says the mailer simply informed the public of the city's progress. The New Orleans Police Department is on the search for its next police chief and announced a narrowed list this week. Here's the reports.
4 of the 6 superintendent semifinalists, as well as members of the review panel, made their ways to Gallier Hall to begin the interview process. An outside consulting group reduced a field of 33 applicants to the final 6. All day at Gallier Hall, where the interviews are being conducted, we heard nothing from the candidates or the panelists. Council members call the process secretive. Councilman Joe Garuso says he wasn't given any info on how the decisions so far have been made.
I have no idea what the criteria was used to get to these 6 candidates. So were they graded against certain categories? What was reviewed? Then was there a scoring matrix, or how did they get to those? And how did we arrive at these 6 candidates?
Of the 6 semifinalists, 2 are women and 5 are from departments around the country. Interim Superintendent Michelle Woodfork is the only internal candidate. She was selected by Mayor Cantrell to hold the job temporarily. Councilman J.P. Morrell says that without any insight on the decision-making process, he worries the secrecy will only lead to the mayor getting her way instead of the best pick.
There's a concentrated effort to make sure that our local middleweight is only fighting lightweights. If you look at, it's almost like there was a concentrated effort to pick
people who would be less qualified than the mayor's preferred candidate.
Wednesday, the 6 semifinalists were announced along with a list of panelists who would interview them. We asked one of the people on the panel what happens if the council votes down the mayor's final selection based on its dissatisfaction with the entire process.
Hypothetically, if I really was to provide any conjecture, it would be we start the process over. But I don't think that is what we have in this situation.
All right, further north up in Bozeman.